Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video here we successfully complete our this mobile menu, right? So now if you are scrolling down, that means your it will be in mobile screen, then our this menu will be executed, which is totally fine. So now I want to do, friend, when it should be in our mobile view. Okay, when it should be into the mobile view, now you can see there is a double menu. So now I want to do when it should be into the mobile menu, then our this mega menu will be not visible. Okay, only I want to do and to display the slider. So if you want to do that work before, I have done it from where? That means in our desktop mode, into the desktop mode I have done it. If you go to our home, into the home I have created on the home top, right? So into the home top you can see I have loaded that mega menu, and also I have loaded that as a home slider. For the reasons is now showing in one side our mega menu, another is our slider, right? For the mobile view I also want to do the same things. Better I want to create another component. So into the home area I want to create another component, and I just name it as a home top. Okay, home top mobile. That is for the mobile. I make it as a JSX, one of the file. That is one of the component. I create one of the component, class component. I simply created, which is totally fine. And then here I want to do and load one of the figment. You don't need to add that figment. I better copy everything from our home top. So that is our home top. I want to copy it. Okay, I copy these total things from here, and now in our mobile, that means our home top mobile, here I want to do to load it. Okay, so also we have to load this figment. I want to do to load our this figment. Okay, so that is a figment. Great. So before I load it as a mega menu and then the home, that is a home slider. So home slider will be the same. I only want to do to change it. So for the reasons here I remove this mega menu. There is only one row I want to take, and our home slider will be visible. And here now that should be only one. That means I want to make 12 column, 12 grid. I simply added for our every skin, for the large skin, medium skin, and the small skin. Okay, so I simply added that as a 12, 12, and then 12. Home slider. So also we have to take it. Better I want to use it as a home slider again. Home and then slider. You can see there is a home slider. Make that sure you have to import it. Okay, so you have to import this home slider. That will be from our home slider, which is totally fine. So right now we don't need this. Here I simply loaded this, our home slider. Perfect. And also better I want to add the same class. I want to use that same class in here. Okay, that means in our row, with the row position I want to use it because they have only one column right now. I make it one of the padding 0, margin 0, overflow as a hidden, which is totally fine. Everything is great. Okay, and also you can see I have used that row, I have used that column. We have to also load it, right? So that will be comes from our React Bootstrap, and also you have to load that container. So if you go to our home top, into the home top I want to take it. I take total things from to this position, and then in our home top mobile, into the home top mobile I loaded that container, row, column. We don't need any cards because they have no cards, so better I remove it. Okay, I remove it as a card, and this will be comes from our React Bootstrap. So I hope, friend, at that point you already know about it. So I simply created one of the component. Perfect. So now I want to segment it. That means when it will be in our desktop mode, then our desktop menu will be visible, and our this top menu will be visible. Okay, rather than when it should be into the mobile view, then only it should be display our this slider. This menu not should be display. Now we have to actually update it. We have to update it in our home page. Into the home page here we have to actually load both of these. Better I want to do in our figment, with into the figment area I want to add one of the div. Okay, I take one of the div. I show you everything will be very clear why I'm actually using it, because there will be actually two different menu, right? So I take two of these div, and in first div I put one of the class name. We will do that work very easily. I take one of the class name as a desktop. Okay, desktop. And also I take another one, I take another class name, I name it as a mobile. Okay, that will be as a mobile. Perfect. For the desktop I want to load our this name menu desktop, right? And this will be loaded, and also that the home top will be loaded, right, friend? So now I want to take both of these. For the desktop I want to load our nav there is a nib menu desktop, so that should be loaded, right? So I have already imported it before. That is our nib desktop. You can see nib desktop already component common and the nib desktop, perfect. And also for the desktop view, I want to load our this one, that means our home top, and into the home top our mega menu and then our slider, perfect. So now the both of these will be loaded. So for the reasons here, I want to load our this component also as a home top. Okay, there is a home top, so you can see there is a home top. I want to load it. So there is our home top. Okay, top. There is a top mobile actually counts, but I make it as a home top and I close it. So I have already loaded that home top. You can see home top, it should be counts from the component home and then our home top, that is our component and the home folder, and that is our home top. I simply loaded both of these, okay, which is totally fine. And now there is another part as a mobile. I take another class name as a mobile, and here I want to do when this class will be mobile, then that will be actually loaded two of this. It will be loaded our navbar mobile. I simply load it. This navbar mobile means if you go to that common, into the common, and that is navbar mobile will be loaded, right? And also when it will be as a mobile, I have created another component for the mobile as a that is a home top mobile. When it will be loaded as a home top mobile, only it will be loaded that slider. They have no mega menu, right? I hope you understand that point. So I only want to do here, that is a home top, we don't need this. Or when it will be as a mobile, our nab menu mobile will be loaded. Nab menu mobile means actually this one, right? So this one will be loaded, and then only our this part that I have already created as a home top mobile. So I want to load that as a home top. You can see there is a home top mobile. I simply loaded our this component that I have created, and also make that sure you load it. You can see there is a home top from the component home, and then home top mobile will be loaded. Perfect. So now I want to segment it. I want to actually do this segment. I want to get this which type of resolution actually it's get. Okay, so with these two of this class, I want to do that work. If you want to save it, if you go to the React Bootstrap, if you go to that layout, into the layout you will also get something like not that React. If you go to that Bootstrap, okay, you go to that Bootstrap. So if you go to that Bootstrap official side, they have some of the layout. I want to actually get this skin layout. Go to the docs, and with this docs, if you go to that layout, into the layout, there is a breakpoint. Okay, so with this actually we get that breakpoint. If you go to that breakpoint, so they have so many breakpoint. You can see they have so many breakpoint as a medium skin, as a max minimum wide. When it should be this, then what exactly it should be executed. When it should be as a medium wide as a 768, what exactly it should be executed. That means here you can actually put all that class. Okay, so you can see there is also another one as a media, and the maximum wide. The maximum wide for this resolution as a 512, 575, 911, 1199, 13.99. So that is all that actually maximum wide resolution. Okay, that means that is actually the wide resolution. So you can actually take it from here, rather than I have also created another one. There is same things actually. Maximum wide, I make it as a maximum wide when it should be as a 374. Then what exactly it should be executed when it should be as a minimum wide as a 375. There is another resolution, and maximum wide when it should be as a 575. Then what exactly it should be executed. Medium wide, maximum wide, minimum wide, and the maximum, minimum wide, and maximum. Okay, so now I want to actually create it. That is a response. I want to create another CSS as a responsive.css in our CSS. So to the CSS, I want to create another new file as a responsive. Okay, I name it as a responsive.css. So I simply created it, and here I paste it. Okay, paste it, and also we have to add this responsive.css in our custom, because I have already linked up our custom CSS, not directly our responsive. So I want to first of all import it. I am going to import our this responsive.css. Okay, I simply loaded this responsive.css, which is totally fine. Perfect. Now click the save all. Right now we don't need this. Here I have actually declared the two of these as a desktop and the mobile. Perfect. So now I want to do in our responsive CSS when it should be as a 374. 374 means that is actually on the resolution, right? Better I will show you. Like here I copy it and now I open another Firefox extension. So I simply paste it. So here if you go to, if you want to check that responsive mode, there is an option for the mode tools. Okay, if you go to that mode tools and there is a responsive design mode, if you select it, you can see now that is actually our responsive total wide. So there is a 429, the 590. So here if you want to minimize it, you can see there is actually all that resolution. This resolution means right now as a 374. 374 means right now that is actually 3 and then 74. Okay, like that is a 374 mode. So into the 374 mode, what exactly I want to do? I want to display our desktop will be none, our mobile will be executed. That means here I have actually created two of these CSS class as a desktop and the mobile. Okay, so now this mobile will be executed for this skin. So for this skin I want to use this class as a mobile class, and this mobile class will be executed. And our another class as a I name it another class as a desktop, and desktop will be as a none. Okay, so this desktop, then that will be not display the desktop. I make it as a display. Okay, display as a none. Perfect. Okay, which is totally fine. For this skin, our mobile will be executed. Mobile will be executed means when it should be executed, that mobile, it should be load our this name menu mobile and home top mobile. Okay friend, I hope you understand that part. So now I better copy it, and then there is another skin that is also for the mobile skin. For this mobile skin I want to use the same. Here our mobile will be executed. Okay, our mobile will be executed and desktop will be as a none. Okay, and also that is our another skin. So this is skin for the like as a one of the tab. Okay, for the tab I want to use it as a mobile will be executed, desktop will be as a none. Perfect. And then our this skin actually for the desktop mode. For the desktop mode I want to do now our this desktop will be executed, mobile will be as a display none. Okay, so now same for our this resolution I make it as a mobile will be none and desktop will be executed. And also for this resolution our mobile will be none and desktop will be executed. Perfect. So now with two of this class we can actually do that work very easily. So I show you now, everything will be more clear. So like for this skin, okay, for this skin mobile will be executed, desktop will be none. So now in our menu bar, so into the home, that means there is a mobile. So into the mobile there is a mobile, nav bar will be executed and home top mobile will be executed. Home top mobile means you can see here only it should be loaded that home slider, not that our mega menu. Like show you, click as a save all, and now if you go click as a refresh, yes, you can see now they have no mega menu. There's only display two things, only display our menu. So this menu means if you go, so right now I hope it's very much clear to you. So when it should be as a mobile, that means now that's our nav menu mobile is executed and home top mobile is executed. Nav menu mobile means, and you can see there is actually our nav menu mobile, right? So here now it is executed, which is totally fine, and also home top mobile is executed. Home top mobile means only it's executed our home slider. Okay, so now you can see it's only display that home slider. Perfect. And also if you go to our another resolution, for the another resolution, that means there is a resolution, this is also for the mobile. Here I make it as a mobile will be executed, desktop will be none. With this resolution, this mobile will be executed, desktop will be none. And when it should be as a 768, then mobile will be gone and desktop will be executed, right? So now I'm going to check out this skin as a 768. If you go there is 7, you can see it's also the same, it's also the same. With this resolution is also same. Okay, that means our mobile view is visible, but here when it should be as a 768, I make it as a 768. Yes, you can see when it's as a 768, then our desktop is executed. So that is our desktop mode, and that is our another menu. So if you go right now, when it's as a desktop, then when it's get this our class desktop, then our this snap menu desktop will be executed, and home top will be executed. And with the home top, I have already loaded what? I have loaded that mega menu. I have loaded the home slider, right? For the reasons you can see, it's not perfect. So now our this mega menu is executed, and slider is executed, and menu is also updated. Okay friend, I hope it's very much clear to you. So there is one resolution and another resolution. Great, everything worked perfect. So there is another one perfectly. There is a mobile view is also perfect. Okay, I hope it's very much clear to you how that responsive mode actually works. So it's totally responsive. Okay, our total site is very responsive. Perfect. So here we done this work. So now friend, if you now click as a refresh, so now that should be also updated. You can see now that is our mobile view, not that mobile view, that is our desktop view. Automatically get that resolution, and now mega menu is loaded, slider is loaded, and when it will be as a minimize it, our mobile menu is loaded, and only slider is loaded. Okay, great, perfect friend. I also want to do like for the rest of this page, like I have to also create some of the category page. I have to also create some of the page that means a single product page. So every pages our menu will be actually the common, right? So here for the every pages, I don't want to load that this mega menu. I want to take the same concept what exactly I have done for the mobile. Here I also want to do another menu for the our this mega menu. When we click it, then that will be actually executed. So then we will need to load out this category for the every pages. I want to take this mega menu part in our this area also. Okay, how can do that work? In our next video, I will show you that things with the live example. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next video.